Welcome back to Keep Expecting Miracles. I am
And
Ilissa,
I'm Jessica.
and we're here with another episode. It's good to be recording.
Yes, yes, so good. Ready to
Yeah,
exercise
we
our voice boxes.
yeah. I think we haven't recorded in like 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so it's weird. It's good to not have to do it, but then it's also like you miss it when you're not doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to be back, and I think the reason we didn't record last week is because it wasn't a planned not recording. It was like life is happening and we're not
Yeah.
able to do this right now.
Yes, yes. Things was it that they got in the way, or was it that we are fortunate enough to move this out of the way so that we can take care of what needs to be taken care of and then return when we're ready? Because that's why we plan
Exactly.
ahead.
Yes,
We got to plan ahead
exactly.
every time.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, and then you fortunate enough to see and know when like, hey, we have to attend to something. We have to
Yes.
attend to other things. Alina was sick. Well, she wasn't sick. I could tell if I would have sent her to school, she
Mm-hmm.
would have been sick. She would have came
Mm-hmm.
home sick. I'm like, nobody wants to be at school not feeling well, like at the beginning stages of a cold. And she actually ended up being fine the next day. Like she didn't have a cold.
Because you caught it right on time.
Yeah.
Because you caught it. That is a blessing right there. And it's because you can do that for yourself that you looked at her and was like, "Oh, you need
Well,
to take
and
a
then
break."
she's older. She's older now too. Like she is old enough to say, "Hey, mom, my throat's scratchy. My throat's
Mm-hmm.
scratchy." She's not just like ignoring it. At 3, you're gonna ignore it. Like since she's 4 now, she can say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I want some tea. I want something. Oh, I don't feel good. I need to lay
Aw.
down."
She's so cute.
Mhm. Thank
I
you.
love
She's
her.
amazing.
Yeah. And I let my daughter take breaks. Well, you know that. I let Justice take breaks sometimes. Especially when I see that she's about to be sick, because when she's out, she is out. And it'll be
Mhm.
like a week that she has to stay home. So
Yeah.
I'd be like, nope, we're gonna do 1 or 2 days and they can go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look,
Yes.
that day that Alina wasn't feeling well, it worked out. I forgot what was going on with me, but I was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Somehow it always aligns.
Yes. Yes. But we're here today to talk about embodiment.
Mm-hmm.
We are at the end of our transformation series. I don't know if you noticed, but Jessica and I really like doing these themed episodes. It allows us to create content that, is occurring content as it's happening, and but we're also not searching like, oh, what are we going to talk about. It's not something that we're just pulling grasping for straws at. It's actually well thought out, intentional content that we can speak to and talk to. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I love themes. My Virgo rising. I'm like, I need to categorize, put it here, and put this
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So,
It makes for a better flow of things, and we're not running around like, oh my gosh, we have to record tomorrow, what are we going to talk about. Like it's like, okay, check, we already know what we're going to talk about. It's easy. We As we live our life, we can say, oh, we can stick this here, this episode, we know we're going to talk about this day, so let's bring this up. It just allows for a better flow, and we love it. We hope that you guys too. Can we get some comments or some messages or something? We have been getting beautiful manifestation segment letters, but we want to hear from you guys. We love you guys. We're gonna have our anniversary episode soon, so please send us your encouragement, because we want to hear it.
yes, and a 5-star rating.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yes. 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 So what is embodiment to you, Jessica?
Oh, yes. So, embodiment. It's more that the changes that have been being made are now something that is practiced and well rehearsed, right? We've
Mhm.
integrated where we're practicing, and now it's like second nature. Now it's like, oh, now I'm actually doing this without having to work so hard, without having to try so hard. to, to do it, to practice it. Um,
Yeah.
Now I don't have to
Yeah.
go and look around to say, wait, how should I respond to this? How did I respond to this before?
Mhm.
That would be the integration part, right? Now it's
Mhm.
like, okay, now we are in a brand new you. Now you have leveled up in this portion of your life.
Because you've already put in the work.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I 100% agree, and I feel that like I can feel that for me. It's when I am embodying something, I've already figured out the where, what, when, how. It's
Yes.
now I'm just doing it. Now I'm just
Exactly.
living it. Now I'm just feeling it. It's like my mind is already operating in this state or in this frequency or in this on this energy level, and I don't have to. It's like it's just like when you learn to ride a bike. Like you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to think about, okay, like how do I put my feet on this thing again? How do I move my legs? How do I or when you get on a swing, Alina's learning how to swing. And
Mm-hmm.
she's practicing pumping her legs.
Aw.
And so she can go on the swings now by herself, and I don't have to be there with her. I can,
Yeah.
stay with
Oh my
Donnie or like
gosh.
sit on the bench. And so she's like, Mom, I was swinging, but I wasn't going fast. I wasn't going up high. I was like, "Well, you have to pump your legs harder. When you get older, you'll be you'll be able
Mhm.
to do that." But so she's practicing now. She's integrating that how it feels to be on a swing. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, that's
I
just a
remember
little.
that time, and that's always when they learn how to swing on their own. It's like, oh, okay, this part is like a chapter of motherhood that you no longer have to do
Yeah,
unless they
yeah,
want to. But
yeah. I
it's
mean, yeah. Of course, I'm gonna still be pushing her, but it's
hmm
like Donnie. I have to pay attention to him when he's on like going on the jungle gym because he's so fearless. Like he will literally crawl up the climb up. You know how they have random holes and gaps and things for the kids to jump off of?
yeah.
He'll do that. He'll see another kid jump off something and he'll want to do it. And I'm like, so I literally have to follow him because he's not even 2 years old. I'm like, boy,
What
you,
are you
what are
doing?
you doing? So it allows me to focus more on him.
Good.
Sounds so bad to say, but
No,
focus
it's
more on him
true.
because, he's my daredevil.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah.
I gave birth to
Yeah.
two of those. And every time they would be at the jungle gym, I had to make sure that I take them to a place that I could fit into as well, because I have to
Yeah.
follow right behind. Okay.
Yeah.
I told you about
Yeah.
Jaden he jumped off from the second level and just landed on his face. He still got a scar right on his forehead. He calls it his Harry Potter scar.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no. I wish I was.
That's funny.
Wish I was.
That is funny.
Yeah. That's so cute
Yeah.
though. I love that. That's the joys of motherhood. It was just consistent transformation. Like that is
Yeah.
where it's like, ugh, even with my son, I realized that I was halting and really holding back his transformation and my own by not allowing him to be on social media. I was like, oh shoot, we about to hit November. His birthday's in January. He needs to learn how to be on social media, be in that realm with my
Mm.
guidance, like with while
Yeah.
still being in my home, not just being with
Yeah.
his friends and like not talking to me about stuff. And
Yeah.
so I let him be on there and I'm like, oh shoot, he can see my posts now. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
I'm
not
like,
necessarily. Not necessarily. You don't have he can be blocked.
yeah, well, true. That's
He can
true.
definitely
But
be blocked.
I'm like, oh, it's so strange to have him in an adult. To me, that's an adult environment. Um, and it's so weird to have him there. It just I wonder like I luckily I don't have to change anything because I don't like post like crazy stuff. Nothing too risque. Nothing that's going to embarrass him. Um,
Hmm.
well, that I know of because look, our parents be embarrassing us and we don't even real. I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that I have fully actually embodied that where like I just let him do it, let him be there. Like now he can I'm proud of him. He's able to share his handle with his friends, be like, oh yeah, find me on Instagram. And I'm like, okay, I don't need to hover over you, and it's just learning how to step away,
Hmm.
learning when to step away
That is a hard thing.
while leaving the
That
door
is,
open.
yeah. I mean, motherhood, you're constantly integrating, constantly embodying,
Hmm.
constantly learning, constantly like it's a
Hmm.
never ending.
It is.
And one of our teachers, Alondra, she said it over the weekend. Like when you become a mother, it's like you leveling up for real. Like you still got some serious magical powers going on because you constantly have to attend to your needs, attend to the needs of other your children,
Hmm.
whoever you're partnering, raising the children with. It's learning and navigating all of that all at the same time.
Hmm.
But one of the things that we wanted to talk about with embodiment is our just about like our bodies itself. And a good question that I saw was, what does my body know that my mind still doubts?
Mm.
I was like, yeah, like what does my body know that my mind still doubts?
Mm.
Yeah, it's that is for me, I would say that my body knows that obviously I am a mother. I have birthed two children naturally. Okay. Zero medication.
Crazy.
Um, I know. But my mind still doubts like whether or not I'm capable, whether or not I have the tools, whether or not I even, these kids should even be in my care, whether or not I can even take care of them. Like,
Hmm.
can I actually keep people alive? Can I, it's you have your moments. Specifically this weekend, I was Donnell's on call, and when he's on call, it's no set schedule of like
Yeah.
when he goes early in the morning because he has to round on all the patients that are there in the hospital, and then he has to do whatever surgeries that come in over the weekend, like whoever needs surgery.
Hmm.
And because he's an orthopedic surgeon, some of those surgeries cannot wait, like
Mm.
specific fractures, like hip fractures, you know they have to do it as soon as possible because that if you wait to do a hip fracture on somebody, that increases the mortality of somebody,
Wow, I
like
didn't know
every
that.
day that you wait. Yeah, so it's
Wow.
literally like, okay, this person came in overnight, I have to do the surgery in the morning.
Oh shoot.
And that could be three people on a Friday. Holiday
Ooh.
season, like more and more people are on ladders, they fall.
Mm.
And so he, had two cases, and then somebody came in with a hip fracture. So I was literally um, at home this weekend with the kids. Like it was basically Alina was out of school on Friday too. It was like a 3-day weekend with the kids by myself all day during the day, and I got very frustrated.
Lord.
I got very frustrated, and it was literally like, I'm about to go into my room and watch TV, and you're going to stay out here. I don't know what you guys are going to do. You can paint, you can watch TV, you can play with all of your toys. You can go outside on the patio where your little play area is too. We have two play areas.
Hmm.
Or you can go in your room with all the like so many different things, but they're 4 and 1.5. So they still want to be up in my face.
Hmm.
And it's almost like, oh my gosh, like should I be a mother to these type of children? Like they're very hyper, very social. Both of my kids are very, very social, very, very like needy in terms of wanting to interact with people. Even when we go out, like they,
Yeah.
hi, hi, hi. And so I'm not necessarily like that all the time, especially when I'm burned out.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm like, it makes you question, like, so you set the boundary, you take the time for yourself, and you still feel guilty about whether or not you should be parenting because, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have left them in the living room for 30 minutes to go have quiet time. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Like, it's like my body knows that I am their mother and that they love me and that I've birthed them, but my mind is still doubting whether or not I'm
Hmm.
capable of doing it in the way that they need.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's a real struggle though. That is a lot of mothers, I mean, including myself, we feel that way because it's like, okay, our body did perform this thing and now we have to rise to the occasion mentally and be okay mentally
Yeah.
and be okay
Right.
with it. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lady, I forgot what her name is, but I've been following her for a long time. She actually kind of slowed down on making videos, but she was making a lot of reels on Instagram, back when reels were like pretty new.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
she was a single mom, and she has one daughter. And so she would always teach parents and use her own life as like the teaching, right? And
Mhm.
so she would have
Mhm.
those moments where she's like, I cannot be with you right now. Like, mommy needs her time. I need my quiet time. And what she said was, I mean, which obviously you know this as a therapist, um, but she said that making sure that we do those things for ourselves, that as mothers, we do put up our, not necessarily a wall, but like our boundaries to say, okay, right now I need this for me, teaches them to do that for themselves when it
Yeah.
comes time for them to practice that themselves with other people.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so, because I felt like that too, um, quite often when the kids, especially the kids I got, they just be like, "Oh, mom, we're getting on your nerves," or, "Oh, sorry, mom, I know like we're all up in your space and we've been here all this time. You must be so tired of us." And then I'm like, "No, like don't say that. I don't. No, I love you guys. It's okay." Like, "Oh, mom, you'd be better off if we just weren't here, right? Like, you'd like us to be away. Like, you need a break anyway." Justice, she's always, "You need a break anyway, right, mom? You need a break from me." And I'm like, "Okay, wait." The
Yeah.
answer is yes, but how are you feeling about this? Like, I need to know. I need to make sure that this does not mean that you think
That you're burdened with that you're a burden to
that
me.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's the thin line navigating between, okay, you are not a burden, but I still need a break.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
look, sometimes you can be a burden. Depends on the time. If I need a break, it is a burden. Okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of people um don't feel like we don't get a lot of grace for that with that.
No.
We
No.
mothers don't get enough grace when it comes to that. Because then it said, well, you chose to have them and
Mhm.
you did this, but we're just people.
Mhm.
So um I definitely align with that, your response to that question. That's a deep question, and I really
Yeah.
hope that you guys listening, like, take in that question and um ask yourself that question too. What remind me of what the question was?
What does my body feel that my mind's what does my body know that
Mm-hmm.
my mind still doubts?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Wow.
to reiterate what you were saying too is we were not supposed to do this alone in
Exactly.
single parent households, like not single family
Single
households.
family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we're supposed to live in community, in villages, in relation, like in compounds, if you will. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've always said I wish I could live in a compound.
You
Now,
have.
do I want to live on a compound?
Mm-mm.
Like
No.
you have to remember that the people that are in your family, you might not want to be around that.
Hell to the
You
no,
know, like,
no, no.
so that's a whole nother thing too. Is like I do want to live on a compound, but can I choose the people?
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, it's different. My mom always said that too. That she wanted to live on a. She's like, we
Live
can
in a
all just live together, and I'm like, you know what? Cause seeing how much free time my sister gets,
yeah.
I'd be like, oh. we're it's not where in the world is Carmen San Diego, it's where in the world is Amanda.
Mm,
And I'm like, okay, but I'm here with my children. I can't just pick up and go.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
let me take that back. Let me take that back. I'm acting like I got little kids. I don't have little kids. Okay, I can now. I can,
yeah,
but she does.
yeah,
They still has the support because she is
yeah,
living at home in a
yes.
mini compound.
Yeah, yeah. She's living at
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
So
but it's like we weren't supposed. And the thing is, it's like we're just now learning this and realizing it and seeing it. Like we have to be honest with our kids. I believe in when they're able to understand in a compassionate way. You can explain to your children, like, look, we come from people that lived with support,
yeah.
lived in villages, lived around their extended family members. They had help. Like you were raised by aunties, by cousins, by
Hmm.
grandparents. And we don't live like that anymore. And that is unfortunate. And so, some of the things that happen because we don't live like that is stress, is
Yeah.
feeling like I need a break. And
Yeah.
so, we have to adjust.
Hmm.
It's not your fault, it's not you. It's not me. It's the constructs in which we live. Like you can have those conversations with your children. They are old enough
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
that.
Hmm. I check them when they say stuff like that because
Yeah.
now that things are dissolved between me and their dad, I'm like, you are not about to use this as fuel to say, oh, I need to live with my dad full time, or like no.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm like, wait, because this meant this question would have been a whole lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could
Mm-hmm.
say yes, I need a break, and now I'm like, okay, wait, let me be more
Girl,
precise.
you can go ahead and say it all you want to because they'll be over there a week and be asking to come home.
I
You
know.
already know it.
Yeah.
You already know. They only want to go over there to eat junk food
Sips
because
tea.
they're kids.
Sips tea. So the next question.
Right. Let's moving on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The one of the questions that I have asked myself. I mean, there are so many. There are so many. But what does it mean to move like the woman I've become? What does
Mm.
that mean?
Mm-hmm.
And in the embodiment stage, it is just a reminder of keep choosing her, keep choosing me,
Mm-hmm.
keep choosing myself.
Yeah.
Like, this is a very recent example, but I found that I've really had to do that a lot. I've really had to say, okay, who am I now? What does this look
Mm-hmm.
like? What are my standards?
Yeah.
What do as the person that I say that I am now, that my body feels that I am now? Because for me,
Mm-hmm.
off the pod, I was like, my body is waking up with these certain feelings of excitement, but my mind is still like, you know, not just catching up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, if I am, with me being this woman that I am, what does she choose? What do I choose now? And, one of the ways that I am choosing is to, or one of the things that I am choosing to be is what's the word? Cordial co parent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Mhm.
good.
Yeah. And
CC.
yes, exactly.
Let me put CC on. Let's turn CC on right now. CC, where you at?
Oh
Cause
my gosh. So, I did that today. I said, there was one issue that I had with Jaden, and I was like, oh, this sounds like a daddy thing. Let's ask your dad. And then, Jaden was like, well, he was not comfortable asking his dad, like, he's just like, I already know what he's going to say. And I'm like, okay, no, I will do the asking then. And of course, Jaden was right. We was met with this right thing.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I just said, oh, well, Here's the thing. I was going to take care of it in the first place. I was going to say, you know what, Jaden, I will make sure that I get this for you. I will make sure that I do this for you. And I said,
Hmm.
no, but this is a daddy area. So I said, instead of me going, you know what, I'm not even going to have him do nothing because I know, y'all, you know how things can get, you know how people are. I'm not
Yeah.
aligning with messy co-parenting things. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Okay. Let me give him the chance. Let me do it. Okay.
Mhm.
I gave the chance. The chance was, oh, I'm not handling this. That's what I was told. They weren't handling it. Right. So I was like, okay, well then I can handle it. So now I'm like, okay, well, it's back in my court anyway. What did I do as this new person that I am? Because before I was also very spiteful, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna just make sure I do everything and then run myself ragged and tired. I said, I'm not doing that
Mm.
anymore. The woman that I am now passes things off and says, well, who
Mhm.
does this thing belong to? Oh, this ball belongs in your court. So let me have you
Delegating.
take care of it.
Delegating.
And
Mhm.
then if you can't, you bring it back to me.
Yeah.
So that is, I know I kind of like glossed over things, y'all, because I don't want to be that specific.
No, yeah,
But
you have to respect every party that's involved,
mhm,
including Jaden,
mhm.
because Alina, of course, today is a Monday. We record on a Monday, so I was listening to the episode that just came out today, and Alina's like, "Oh yes, let's listen to your podcast." And I talked about her going to a new school, and I looked at her to see what her reaction was going to be. She smiled, like she was so
Aw.
tickled to hear that I said her name, and I said, "She's Alina's at a new school." So I was like, okay, good. Like, I did
Mhm.
not like infringe upon her privacy
You don't want
as
her
a
to be like
4-year-old.
justice. Right.
Right.
Right. I know you remember.
Justice. Yeah, Justice. You cannot post pictures of her anymore, right? She
Nope.
without her permission. She
Not
has
without her
to look.
permission.
She has to review the picture.
Listen, she was about 5 years old when she said this. And I said, oh,
That's
Justice,
so.
look at the picture I posted. She was like, why are there pictures of me online? I'm like, excuse me? Because you're my daughter? What? Can you please ask me before you put pictures of me online? I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh, these kids have truly been here for real already. They have been here. They have been here before.
she don't even
But
remember
yeah,
half the stuff that she's asked that she said. So like now at nine
yeah,
years old, she doesn't remember. I remind her all the time. And she
yes.
laughs about it. But yes, I'm glad that Alina was happy about that. And
Yeah,
yes, we do have to protect them
yeah.
while, you know.
But I understood what you were saying though. Like you. But the thing is like, so you, how did the cordialness? What was the cordialness? Of that? Because you were saying that that deciding
So
to cordially co-parent.
yes, embodying the cordial co-parents is the fact that I didn't just take it upon myself and just say, well, I knew you wasn't going to do it anyway. That was
Oh,
my attitude
okay.
before.
You
And
gave
that,
him the opportunity.
mhm.
Yes. Yeah. Even though both of you knew that what the outcome was going to be, you still
Mhm.
have to offer, still invite, still here you go. But yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that reminds me of that thing where it's a, I don't know if it's a meme, but they say like, if she's asking you, she knows. She ain't asking you to for information. She's asking you to see if you're
Mhm.
gonna tell the truth. That's what that
Right,
reminds me of.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's
So
anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. I love that song. I love it. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. I
yeah, that's my
love that.
song. Mhm.
Oh my goodness. I love that freaking song. It's
That
so
is
great.
my
Whenever I hear
song.
it come on as a commercial, I sing it so loud.
Woo.
No, we're only joking, but yeah, it's that's good that you noticed that and you're operating in that new CC
Yeah.
level.
And it's, embodying the person who doesn't, especially with me myself now, like kind of stepping away from this family business that I mean that we still have, but it's a lot of work and it's not in my zone of genius. And now I'm, the reins have loosened a lot now, to where I'm now in high vibe herbals that requires me. so much of me because I am the only one, right? And it's I have had to like to learn to delegate, learning and understanding, okay, I don't do this well, this well, this well, these are the things that need to be passed off. This is what I can handle while I'm also building this business. Like
Right.
um all of these balls that I'm juggling, learning when to pass one over, that in itself has been transformative for me.
Mm.
That in itself I have had to learn, because
Hmm.
in the past I would just drop the balls, and then what would happen? People would be like,
Well,
"Oh, but why
well,
didn't you do it?" And then I
but
wouldn't say nothing.
the thing is, though, you have to remember you were operating with operating the business with somebody who,
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, yeah. I know
You're
where you're going.
operating the business with a partner that, you know,
Mhm.
yeah, we can do it by ourselves. We don't need no help. I don't need to get no education. I don't need to go to school. I know what I'm doing. We can do. No,
Mhm.
you can't.
Yeah.
No, you cannot. So now you don't have to default to somebody. You do not have to ask somebody else's opinion. You do not have to collaborate. You do not have to,
Mhm.
wait for somebody to respond to your
Mhm.
great idea, because this is your business by yourself.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
You
Yeah.
know, look, I want to spend my energy on the creative, on making my tea blends, on making my medicine, on sharing my knowledge as a teacher. So yes, I will be delegating stuff, and it is actually better for your business. Anybody that has any type of sense would know that.
Yeah. And that in itself also, this is what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about, like transformation. That's why I'm
Yes.
like,
Yes.
embodiment may not be the end, because there's still more stuff that's going to be, it's a cyclical cycle.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yeah.
even understanding, like, oh, hey, I don't have to go to someone else. I don't need to wait for approval. I don't have to tell everybody all my ideas and stuff that I want to do. I can
Right.
just execute. I don't have to wait for nothing.
Right. Right.
That
Right.
has been its own transformative circle spiral, um, in itself, journey, really. And I finally have recently, just through practice, through, we talked about all the different phases, the breakdown, which, that was still me, um, talking to all these people, like, oh, I'm going to do this, going to do that, going to do this, going to do that. And then specifically speaking about the business, I'm speaking about learning that how to be on my own. Um,
Mhm.
then moving into integration, like, okay, wait, so I can act, I can do these things without telling other people about it first. I don't need permission. Okay, well,
Mhm.
what does this look like? How, so practicing that. And now to the point today. That's why I'm like, I'm ready to talk about embodiment today, because I am practicing that. Okay. Because I see
Oh,
what this is, who I am now, and what to move like the woman that I have become.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. What is it? We got the clock it,
Clock
clock it,
it.
clock. Is it okay? So clock it is like,
I seen it both ways, like
and
this
then
and
what
like
is,
this.
so it's two different things. It's this
Mm,
way, and then it's this way. It's two different meanings. One of them is like clock it, clock it, clock it, and the other one is like tea, like shady, like.
I am not young enough for this.
I know. I saw somebody do a reel on it. Well, there are some millennials that are doing it.
Hmm.
They're trying to be young, so they are doing it. But I saw a reel like, okay, what does this mean now? What,
That is too
somebody
funny.
explained it to me. It was a lady that was in the hair salon, and so they were teaching her the different. I think it's better when you have long nails, though. They
Hmm.
all them Gen Zs got them ugly looking square nails, looking a
Yeah.
mess, girl. Oh my gosh, we wouldn't be caught dead with them nails.
Nah. Girl, I told you, my sister, when she showed up with those nails, I was like, are you happy with these? Did they do it right? She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh. Then it was after a while that I saw it on social media, like, oh yeah, these nails are tea. I'm like, what? Why do they look like that? You look like something's wrong with you.
right. Or something's wrong with the person that did it. The person that did it was blind or something because that don't look good. That looks a mess. But now we know how the
I
older
know.
generation felt when we were coming in wearing stuff and having stuff on, and we're like, I remember when I used to come and I would put on like just lip gloss only. Like when I was obviously that
Hmm.
was the only thing that my mom let me wear in middle school was just a lip gloss from the beauty supply store, the little strawberry roller. She used to be like, if you don't go and take that lip gloss off, you look like you just ate a box of fried
I
chicken.
know.
You're like,
That's so
what?
funny. My teachers always used to say that, and I did not understand. I'm like, what do you? I'm like, I put on my lip
They
gloss. I look
thought we
cute. My lip
looked a
gloss is
mess.
popping.
They thought we looked a mess, and
I
we
know.
just was so with our juicy lips.
Hmm.
And even to this day, like I have to put like our lip stuff is made for us. Like it has to have a gloss on it, or
Yeah.
so. I do wear matte lips sometimes, but it's like no, I'm not a lipstick girl. I am a lippy
Right.
liquid
Oh my gosh.
lip gloss
Uh huh.
wearing.
I'm like, it's because we grew up during that time.
Uh
Because I'm
huh.
like, oh, I'm a whole 36. Like, I should be wearing more lipstick, right? I thought that when I'm an adult, I'll be wearing lipstick.
Because they came out with liquid lipsticks, lip stains,
Hmm.
lippies, matte lips. Like this one is liquid matte. This one, I
Mm.
love this one. This one is literally a liquid. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a liquid lipstick. That's glossy.
Okay. Yeah, and it looks like a lip gloss. Okay. And they call them that's a lip gloss. That's just a a lip gloss with extra pigmentation.
Tinted lip gloss.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's
I
hilarious.
love it.
That is so funny.
I
Why
love it.
talking about just, old school styles real fast. Um Justice's grandmother, not my mother, took her shopping last week. She comes
Mm-hmm.
back home, says, "Mom, look at my new outfit. Pink from head to toe, a velour outfit, velour hoodie and pants." I was
In
like,
Orlando. In Orlando.
yeah. I was like, I used to wear that.
Uh huh.
I had the nice velour, like the soft. I'm like, that's back in style.
It's come back, girl. Juicy about to be back in style, and I'm gonna be right at the airport with my juicy pants on, boo, on the booty.
Oh
Hmm,
my
yep, now
gosh.
it applies.
Why did
Juicy all the
Jaden? He was
way.
looking for that. He was like, Justice, turn around. He's like, oh, I thought it had juicy on the back because these little kids, these little girls have juicy on the back of their pants, and it's just inappropriate. I was like, Jaden, it's a brand. I know, but it's a brand.
It's a brand, girl.
I brought you
Juicy.
up too. I was like, Alyssa been wearing juicy since we was a teenager.
I've been wearing juicy forever, boo. You know what? My mother-in-law too. I think because they have it at Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Ross. My mother-in-law bought me a pajama set. It's a pink silk pajama set, and it's juicy couture, boo, and I
Oh, that's
love it.
cute.
They got the shorts and the pants to go with it. I love it. I am girl, juicy couture jewelry. I should bring it back out, like my necklace. My
It's back. I
I
feel like it came
love
back
it.
fast.
Girl, I remember having this Juicy Couture purse, this black. I had bought it off of eBay, girl,
Hmm.
and I think it was a stolen purse because because every time I went through a store, it would go off. Like this, the store would
What?
go off. I'm like, I promise I didn't, steal this out. You don't even sell this purse in this store.
Hmm.
But like, you know how they put the sensor at the bottom of the
Uh huh.
purses? So I think it was a
And you
stolen
have to
purse that
like,
somebody had sold on eBay. Because
wow.
back then you bought stuff off of eBay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, I love that darn purse. So let me find out they done brought Juicy back. Let me go get some velour outfit, even though it's 70 degrees outside in Florida right now.
Hmm. This girl, she had her hood up and everything. You couldn't tell her nothing when she wore that.
That is too cute. I
She was. She
love
was very cute.
it.
I wish I would have taken a picture. And she had her baby hairs laid with her.
Yeah.
She got the cornrow style that I put her.
Yes.
She got the waist
Yes.
length hair right now. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
look.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
like
I
you. Uh,
I like the baby fat stuff. I was a baby fat person too.
that was my brand.
I
I
mean,
love
of
baby
course
fat.
you were too, being from New
Hmm.
York.
Yeah.
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 But that's too funny. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. But we wanna were there any other questions that you wanted to highlight in this that we have in this section?
Yes, there's one more
Okay.
because for me, I don't know why I've been really questioning that and waiting for, the angels, ancestors, like everybody to reveal to me why confidence is something that I've really had to work to build. I'm like, what is
Mm-hmm.
going on? Like, did something happen to me in a past life and I've just carried that here? Does something
Mm-hmm.
happen to me here that I don't remember that just makes me feel like, it's hard for me to stand tall instead of shrinking?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so the
Mm-hmm.
question is, where do I still shrink when I'm meant to stand tall? Where do I still shrink when I'm meant to stand tall
Yeah.
in what
So
you're embodying?
what is the answer to that? Do you
I instead of me answering where I still shrink, it's more like it checks me. Like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
like one of the things that okay, well, I do have an answer. So like finances, right? For a long time, well, as an adult, I felt like I couldn't trust myself with money. And then I realized, I'm like, hold on. I've always been able to trust myself with money.
Mm-hmm.
Have not been able to trust myself in partnership with money because I did not stand tall and say, this is
Mm-hmm.
how things should go. I did shrink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think back, the reason why I do have that knowing as well is because there was a time when I was just like my sister, living back in my parents' house with Jaden. And I was there for like a year. I had my budget mapped out. I said, this is how much I make. This is how much his expenses are. These are my expenses. This is, like everything laid out and done. And I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
so glad that I have that memory because I always felt so proud of myself. Just like we explained at the beginning of the episode, love being able to plan ahead and check things off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
stopped being that person because I allowed myself to shrink.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so now I'm like embodying that person, like, no, girl, you know, you can stand tall in everything that you want to do in all these different aspects of life. You no longer have to shrink. And
Mm-hmm.
I have to remind myself of that every day.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like you explained on a previous episode. I think it was I can't remember what episode it was, but it was within this series how you just absorb somebody else's characteristics or
Yeah.
project that or you reflect that. It's like
Being the
you
amplifier. Hmm.
you amplify, so that means that you shrink yourself and your own characteristics to
Hmm.
show what the other characteristics of the people that are around you or the person that you're
Hmm.
with.
Hmm.
And you have to realize that people, ladies, I mean, hello, when even men, like when you get into a relationship, you are a whole person.
Yeah.
And everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and just because it may look like somebody is a certain way or has certain skills doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best person for doing what needs to be done in a relationship. Like
Yeah.
I always think about, and finances is a perfect example. Like I have very clear examples of married people or partnerships in within my family of whoever is the strongest with numbers, with finances, is the one that does a family budget, and the
Hmm.
other person defaults and steps back and says okay. Like, but there is somebody that has to be in charge. There is somebody, and sometimes that is the woman, sometimes that is the man. It's not just I'm the man, I'm gonna take care of it, or I'm the woman and I'm gonna just default to him. No, if you're the stronger person in that financial role, or with numbers, or with balancing a budget, or knowing, hey, this has to go out next month, this, like, you should be the person to do it, and the other person should compromise and say, hey, you know what, I think you are the best person for it, you are better at it than me, or we can work together. Like, I very clearly, that was always something that as a child, it was like every married person that I knew, even like distant cousins, I always found out who did the bills in the house. Oh, you did the bit. Like, I specifically know a older cousin of ours. She's a bank president. She was a president of a bank. So, of
Hmm.
course, she's going to be the person that does the bills in her house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so it's knowing, and when you get into relationships younger, you're just trying to figure stuff out.
Exactly. Still trying to learn yourself.
Right. You're trying to
Hmm.
learn yourself, but so it's knowing, like, I can, and it's not to say that things are always going to stay the same, because a
Yeah.
part of growing and a part of, moving through life with somebody in a partnership is changing, is
Yeah.
transforming, and
Growing
being in a
together.
loving relationship is, yeah, growing together. You can say, because I'm just because it's one way now doesn't mean it's going to be that way in the next
Hmm.
5 years.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
There's a constant reassessing, a constant, shifting, of asking, of bending, and saying, hey, you know what, I think I would like to, I've shown that I can, balance this budget. I've shown that, let me take over and let me lead this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's in your next relationship, I am manifesting for you somebody who is compassionate, but somebody who is very understanding and allows you to shine in the areas that you want to. Like, and you allow the same for him. You
Yes.
compliment him, because you are a
Hmm.
whole person and he will be a whole person.
Hmm. 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 And you see, that's where I think something that always came to mind for me was competition. When they say you can be in competition with the person you're married to, you can be,
Mm.
and it's not even that it may not be deliberate. You're
Yeah.
more probably not doing it on purpose, but you do
Yeah.
have to realize, like, is there like someone wants to have all the reins and then they're not letting it go, and you know there has to be a give and a take thing, and you can both shine together.
Yeah.
One person should not always be the one going, okay, fine, okay, fine.
Right.
you know
Right. Right.
that's not healthy, and that's shows lack of respect. But I only have this knowledge now. Okay, I didn't have the knowledge before. Now I understand.
Yes. 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 That is a part of growing, a part of learning, a part of experiences, and a part of being a human.
Hmm.
But we want to move
Hmm.
on to our next segment. I said what I said. It's our manifestation story segment. We are featuring another listener DM that we got, another listener story. It's a beautiful story that we got of somebody who's a new mom. It fit perfectly
Oh.
into what we were talking
Mm.
about. She says, hey, Alyssa and Jessica, I want to thank you on your series on transformation. I listened to it while rocking listening to it while taking care of my baby, and specifically rocking him to sleep last night. I couldn't stop crying. I felt like
Mm.
you were speaking right to me. Ever since I became a mom, I felt like my body doesn't belong to me anymore. Between pregnancy, birth, and breastfeeding, I've been living for everyone else's needs,
Wow.
my baby, my partner, my family. But somewhere in all of that, I stopped feeling like myself. Girl, don't we know?
Hmm.
When you said that integration or just transformation isn't getting back to your old self, but becoming new inside the same skin, something cracked me open. I realized I've been mourning who I was instead of welcoming who I was becoming.
Mm. Wow.
Yesterday, I took a long shower and I touched my body with presence for the first time in months. I put my hand on my belly, soft, stretched, and I whispered, thank you. I didn't realize how much wisdom lives in this new body that I have, how much love it holds, and how much she's done for me. Listening to your words helped me understand that transformation isn't something I have to chase, specifically with feeling like myself. It's something I return to moment by moment, breath by breath. So thank you so much for reminding me that this body is my own and I am still becoming, that I am still her and she is me, just
Mhm.
expanded and wiser. Thank you, listen, Jessica.
Wow.
Bye.
That
That
was
was
so good.
good. Yes.
You're
Thank
welcome, and thank you for writing in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Absolutely.
That was a good reflection, I would say.
Mhm, mhm,
That was a
mhm.
good reflection.
That is, I mean, I'm glad for her to have experienced that already, to, at least say thank you and find that there is wisdom in the body, even though her mind has not caught up yet.
Yeah.
Um, she is pretty healthy despite the fact of, what she may be feeling now, but just being able to acknowledge that. Because I know, like, one thing for me was I couldn't even communicate, put into words,
Yeah.
and when I was pregnant with my daughter, what was going on. I couldn't even say, "Oh, I feel like I'm living for everyone else but me." It's kind
Right.
of like all bottled up, and um, I'm happy that we have this platform that
Yeah.
can give people and feed others, and
Yes.
she
Yes.
recognizes that.
Yeah. It is a special thing to hear reflections of people and to have this podcast and to allow people to think and to question and to
Hmm.
be able to express
Yeah.
how they feel or what's going on with them. And I can definitely relate to that. Like still breastfeeding and but I'm in this liminal space with even that it's about to come to an end. And so I'm literally ready to get back to my old body. I'm like, look, I'm about to be done. Like, what's going on? Like comparing
Uh-huh.
my body to when I was done breastfeeding Alina to now with him. I'm like, I was so much skinnier with Alina. Like, why am I not? And
Yeah.
so I literally had to take a step back and be like, look, the whole time you was pregnant, you was hoping to have this baby grow and the belly get bigger. It's not
Uh-huh.
gonna go away that quick.
That's funny.
You want it to get bigger when you pregnant.
Hmm.
So what you gonna try to do? Force it down now? No.
Hmm.
So she's absolutely right. Like these bodies, they do everything that we ask of them, and we have to
Yeah.
acknowledge that and know that there's wisdom in these cells.
Mm. A lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much of it.
Yeah. So thank you for that. We're so appreciative. We're
Yeah.
so happy to get these messages and these
Hmm.
emails now from people. It makes me so happy when we see them. So I'm
Yeah.
happy. Yeah.
I love this. Still
Yes.
surreal. It's surreal for
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now we're moving on to I've got a herb for that. Yeah.
Mhm.
And we're talking about elderflower. So
Mm.
elderflower is a lovely herb. Actually, I still have not experienced elderflower in person. Have you?
No.
Okay. So this
No.
is, we
Mm.
don't always talk about herbs that we haven't experienced, but we had to put this herb as the plant for this segment for today, for embodiment, because it just makes sense, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Elderflower is all about, being that, exactly as it says, elder, being that parent. Um,
Mhm.
it acts just as its name says. That's why it's called that.
Mhm.
Remember, herbs are, their names come from either what they give to us energetically or what they look like, etc. And so it acts as a protective guardian. It's very much a father energy, grandfather kind of energy. Which, if you are a daddy's girl, you know how comforting that can be, where
Mhm.
you just, lean in and can rest and feel protected. And when you're in the embodiment phase, that is what you need, because you got to stand tall in your truth.
Mhm.
Who I
Mhm.
am, who am I now? I'm saying
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was not just the flower, it's the whole plant.
Yeah.
Because we use the berries
Mhm. Mhm.
for syrup. Um, during cold and flu season.
Hmm.
I mean, everybody knows elderberry now, elderberry this, elderberry that, elderberry.
Yeah.
And so the whole plant is a community staple, just like a grandparent is.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
And it
yeah.
grows in so many places here in Florida. So it's really nice. And I love how it grows. It's like it reaches out. It's native to Florida. So it reaches out to you when it is growing. It's kind of like, hello, like just hanging
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
it's so interesting because the plant itself, this is how you know that it is protective, is because the plant is poison. It's poisonous. The only
Mm.
edible components are the berries and the flower. So elderberries and elderflowers
Oh,
are edible,
wow.
but the leaves are poisonous.
Okay,
And so,
okay.
it's like the leaves are protecting the flowers and protecting the berries, and it's only giving to you what it's able to provide. Like,
Mhm,
you know what I mean? Like, it's
mhm.
not taken away
Yes,
from itself.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would like to see one, the actual plant, in person one of these days.
They're at the park. If When you go to the park, they don't look. They grow near water, so they grow near water. Flowers are white. They're kind of like flat-ish on top, like the way that the plant grows, and it kind of just extends out. So you'll find
Okay.
it's like the reaching plant, or it looks like a tree. So it's the tree, bushy kind of plant that's reaching out, as if it's lending a hand, and it's flat in shape. You know how
Okay.
like the trees can be round in shape, like if you were to draw it
Mhm.
out, that one is more flat. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, yeah. It has flavonoids, vitamin C, A, and B, mucilage, and volatile oils. It is a diaphoretic, so it will cause you to sweat out, anything that you need to get out of your body. It's, of course, antiviral, immune modulating. It builds your immune system. Anti-inflammatory. It's a diuretic. It's a mild laxative. Again, that's releasing whatever is in your body that needs to come out. Of course, antioxidant. The flowers are an expectorant, and It's alterative. So
Hmm.
your body alters your body to where it needs to go. So,
One of my favorite
yeah.
things actually that I learned about it is for people who suffer from allergies. Elderberries are good for them to take because what they do is it calms down that immune response that's saying,
Mhm.
oh, there's an invader,
Right.
which, you said anti-inflammatory. So
Right.
it's like the alternative component and the anti-inflammatory component come in at the same time, where it's like, okay, is this really something our body should be responding to? Do we really need to inflame for this? For people who are just hyper inflamed, like who just have, allergic reactions,
Right.
um,
Right.
especially to seasonal allergies like that, like there's no actual invader, like you'll be fine. So it
Yes.
comes in and tells your body it's okay, like
Yes.
grandpa, it's okay, honey, I'll take care of
Yes.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. It has that energy. So you can use it in a tea or an infusion. You can decoct the berries into a syrup, make it into a syrup where if you add honey to it, so good. That way, with some cinnamon or some allspice or another. I like to put elderberries and hawthorn berries together.
Mm,
Um, and
okay.
then you can make it into a tincture. Yeah, I did say cinnamon sticks. Or some people use it into a jam. They make elderberry jam.
They do. I've had that.
Yeah, I've seen that too. And Jessica makes a beautiful elderberry lemonade.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's for protection. It says in dream work and shamanic traditions, elder aids journeying between worlds,
Oh
especially
wow.
for healers.
Okay, hold
Um,
on, let's go back. Hold on, because I didn't know about this part. Okay, so
it aids in journeying
between
between
worlds.
worlds, so
Mm,
it's
okay.
seen as a protection. The tree itself is a protection of portals in between the
Mm,
realms.
and
So
wow.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. It also says elder was believed to guard homes and healers. Never cut an elder tree without asking,
Mm.
I guess, the elder mother's permission.
Mhm.
But it's used in rituals for protection, release, transformation, and ancestral connection. It opens up energetic channels. So it opens up the channel and it also grounds you and protects you. So
Wow.
that's a wonderful so that's another way of looking at it too, is like not only is it helping me with this response to the outside world coming in and like causing my body to react in a way that is inflaming it, but it's helping me journey and travel through realms so that I
Mm.
can, you know, meet my ancestors and commune.
And it's so fun to think of this life, to think of the transformation journey,
Hmm.
the transformative journey as different realms. Like we have, that episode from, I think it's either season 1 or 2, where we're talking about like life is a game. Like you have the choice to gamify your life. And you can get your amulets or your stones. You can get your elders, your flowers. Be like, okay, you're gonna help me through this portion.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
can, gamify your life in that way. And I feel like,
Hmm.
look, our episodes provide all the tools that people need to do that. And I think I'm gonna start doing that myself. Because when life gets too
Hmm.
heavy, okay.
Hmm. Well, no, it just makes me think back to, I remember when Sinners first came out, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie ever. But I remember specifically like, oh my gosh, like what kind of protection do I need? Like how am I protecting my family against these vampires that are out here, these demons, these people that are coming to
Girl.
infringe upon, harness my energy and stuff? Like
Hmm.
what type of what is it? What type of mojo bag? What would
Yes.
I put in my mojo bag? And I saw so many people have workshops like mojo bag this, mojo bag that.
Uh-huh.
But now, as I look back, I'm like, oh, I have been working with the protection agents. I make a elderberry syrup every autumn, every fall for my
Yeah.
kids. They drink. Mom, can I have the elder syrup? Like, so it's already, that protection has already been in place without me consciously knowing it.
Hmm.
But now going back and seeing, like, oh, hello, I don't need to actually make a specific mojo bag, which that would be nice, but the medicine and the food and the drinks and the syrup that I make for my family is protecting them in spiritually too.
I feel like that is the embodiment. Like
Mm.
you learned how to take it away from a physical thing and having to have the physical thing on you at all times, and to where it's like, no, it's in my body. It's within me. Like that is
Hmm.
the perfect example of what embodiment means.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly,
That's good.
exactly. But yeah, that was a good. I need to actually, I need to get some elderberries. I
Yeah.
do now that I think about it, because I've been telling myself, okay, you need to re up, we need to re up. But this, us recording this is telling me you need to go and order some ASAP.
Hmm.
But we
Hmm.
want to move on to Witchy Shit, which is one of my favorite segments where we talk about, we reclaim the word witch,
Hmm.
and we talk about the things that we do as witchy people. And we're still featuring our ancestral work because we cannot emphasize it enough to our listeners, to ourselves. Ancestral altar communing is what is going to help you get through these times.
Hmm.
Point blank and period.
Hmm.
And one of the things that I wanted to point out was that working with the ancestors, when you are embodying, when you have done the work, when you have set up your altar, when you know how they communicate with you, like you were saying last episode that just aired today, you know when your ancestors are, you specifically know what your ancestors mean because you commune with them enough to, they don't have to speak words, so you know how they communicate with you. It's a
Hmm.
knowing that you feel within your body. So
Hmm.
in your embodiment, it's yes, ritual and discipline is important. Yes, offering is important, but you can get to a place where all you have to do is drop down into your meditative state and say, look, let me tune in. And
Yeah.
Sarah, she talks about it in her book. She calls it The Room. One of the characters
Um,
in one of her short stories inside the book, you know, can put herself inside of a room and she can communicate with her ancestors and her loved ones that has have passed on. And it's, during times of, she's literal trauma as a slave. And so she drops herself into that state, and that is where she puts herself. But I wanted to speak to it as when you form a specific relationship with your ancestors, it is a mutual exchange.
mhm.
It somehow you have to realize that you cannot, they, while they are very happy and there for us, they are there for us and, giving us the things that we're asking for, but it becomes mutual of, what do you need?
Yeah.
How do you
Mhm.
need to heal? What do you want to heal? What do you want to let go of? What can I give to you? And it's a give and take. It's a mutual relationship that you have, and it's
Mhm.
so comforting to know that.
Mhm.
Like you said, last episode just came out today. Like, my answers, it chose me
Mhm.
to be the one to carry out a very specific gift for this family. Like, wow. What do
Yeah.
you need? I am here. Help me, and
Mhm.
I'm helping you. So I love that. I love
Mhm.
that came to me. I'm just like, yes. Actually, somebody talked about it at the conference that I went to.
Really?
It's just like, wow, she put it in such a way that it's just like, yeah, you're right. Like, because it is, once you get past the weird, I know I'm talking a lot. I'm about to, pass the mic, but once you get past the, like, oh my gosh, the shockingness of it all,
Yeah.
and you have the regular communing with them, you are, you do become curious.
Mhm. Mhm.
You do
Mhm.
become curious, like, oh, what do you need? What should I do? Or, how can I, you know, in healing myself, how is this healing helping you? And they'll let you
Yeah,
know.
that's a good question. I love that. I love
Hmm.
that. Have you had that happen? Have you received an answer to that question if you've asked it?
Yes. I mean, I would say most of the healing work that we know the rule is you're healing yourself 7 generations forward, 7 generations back. What you're doing
Mhm.
is healing your ancestors. So my work started off with, when I was healing my fibroids, I had to do ancestral work. Like, I
Mhm.
had to have my ancestral. So I truly believe that I am healing, that I was healing my maternal lineage of, sexual trauma, violent violent trauma to the reproductive system,
Mhm.
whatever it may be, whatever people went through,
Mhm.
at that time in my lineage. But now it's become clearer to me. I feel like now my ancestors are coming to me because they see that I am doing the work and that I am willing to do certain things. Like, they're coming to me like, I need you just for me. Can you do this? It's almost
Wow.
like the movie Coco, like the little
Your
boy.
favorite movie? Uh-huh.
Yes, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Mhm.
It's like, yes, my answer, I do have had experience, and the reason why I know is because I'm not intentionally healing um something that has to do, yeah, I mean, so I feel like it has to do with the masculine in my family, the paternal line.
Mm.
So it's men coming to me. I've had men ancestors come to me asking for something that is for their healing, and I'm just like, this is not what I do. I am a maternal women's,
Yeah.
like, I do reproductive, sexual,
Mhm.
motherhood, like, midwife stuff. Like, what are you coming to me for? So yeah, That's why I feel it more now, because it's I'm not coming to them asking them for, like, I'm not intentionally healing something. Maybe I
Yeah.
am healing something in my paternal life. I have no idea. But yeah, yeah.
That's
So
amazing. I mean, and who better to take care of a man than a woman?
mhm,
They need our feminine energy is healing for them.
mhm, mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
good.
I had, when I got to New York. Did I share this on the podcast already? The dream?
Nope.
No. So I had a dream when I got to New York that I was at my grandmother's house. In Key West, I was with my mom and my aunt and my female relatives at the house, and I was like sweeping the porch. I was doing something, and all of a sudden, this man appears, like this disheveled. He looked homeless to me. Like, that's the first
Wow.
thought. But
Yeah.
he had really dark skin, and he had long, straight black hair, like just like scraggly, straight black hair, like native looking, very strong, very tall. Skin was very dark, and like it had like red undertones.
Mm.
And my first thought was like, who is this man coming off the street of my grandmother's house? But then the feeling was, oh, he was looking for me. Like it's like he seemed like he had been traveling, and
Hmm.
he was just like, I finally made it. Like, I got through. Like, the way he appeared was just like, oh, I'm here. I got through to you. Like, I could literally feel that from him. Like, he
Hmm.
finally found me. Like, he's been journeying for thousands of, I don't even know, eons or something to find me. And I was like, oh, this person's my ancestor.
Wow.
And so, you know how you start the communicating, like, what are you here for?
Hmm.
And he basically told me his name, and he said that will be revealed in time. You'll know. You'll just know. But I need you to, like, he basically said he needs to be freed. He needs to be released.
Wow.
And so I'm like, how the heck do I do? That will be revealed. So as I'm going on with the conference, this is the first night that I'm in New York now.
Hmm.
In New York, first night. I'm going on and going on, and then the last workshop of the conference, it's a workshop that has to do with indigenous medicine. That, and oh my goodness, I wish I heard the name. I could remember the name of it, but it's a specific medicine. It's a specific tobacco that you have to snort in your nose, like it's in liquid form. And
Mm.
I didn't know, when I signed up for that workshop, I did not think that was that. Like, I was just like, oh shoot, I don't snort nothing up my nose. I don't smoke stuff. This
Oh my
is so
God.
crazy. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be open minded. And then
Yeah.
that man, that ancestor popped into my mind. It
Oh
was like
wow.
he came upon me again, and he was like, this is why I'm here.
Mm.
This is the medicine that I need. I'm gonna need you to do this.
Wow.
And so the girl is going through the workshop. She's showing the pictures of the indigenous village. Like, she's actually apprenticed and trained with these people. She's gotten permission to share this medicine with others and to teach people. Very sacred way of doing it. She's not exploiting it at all. And I'm like, them people look like the men that came to me. I'm like, now where do you say they from at? Where they from again? And I'm like, so there's so many different things. Like, I'm trying to be present in the moment, but I'm trying to figure out.
Hmm.
I don't have people in my family that's from this place that she's talking
Hmm.
about. What is going on? Like, it's like the Amazon.
Oh wow.
Yes, yes,
Wow.
it's the Amazon. It's like a village, very secluded people in the Amazon, like a
Mm.
specific small group of people that don't come out, just like the Maroons. Like, they don't commune with people, you
Mm.
know. And so that's why I'm just like, how am I connected to this? But he said, this is why I'm here. So I did the medicine.
Hmm.
I partaked in the medicine, and I was instructed to take some water, speak his name into the water, and then release the water by him, release the water out into the ground. So,
Wow.
mhm, I
Wow.
know.
I
This
mean,
is the embodiment right here,
uh-huh,
huh? This is the
uh-huh,
embodiment.
uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. That is the embodiment where, it's we come from these ancestors that, sometimes need liberation.
Mm-hmm.
And we are in the physical and we are able to do that. Especially,
Mm-hmm.
when some of our ancestors have passed away, they weren't able to complete or they were just too far gone. They didn't complete what they were here to complete.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, well, it's going to happen through you. And, it's allowing ourselves to be open to say, okay, what can I do now with who I am, with as this new woman or new man? How do I liberate my family line? What needs to happen
Mm-hmm.
next?
Mm-hmm.
And that has actually been my question, because um, that is what I have been communing on, because I'm like, oh, the stuff that I've been through, I'm like, okay, this is more than just my lifetime of stuff. This is everybody else's. I'm like, why y'all got me, God? Like, why am I going through all of this?
Right. Right.
And
Right. Right.
and it's like our lives are, we realize, like, the embodying that ancestral communication is realizing that we are communicating with them, when unconsciously and consciously, whether we know it or not. It's happening.
Yeah. 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 Exactly.
So,
Exactly. I saw somebody say today on a podcast that, like, when we change our body and how we look,
mhm.
specifically with nose jobs, somebody had regretted getting a nose job at 15. First of all, who's gonna let their child get a nose job at Bella Hadid
What?
had said she regretted getting a nose job at 15
Oh
because
no.
the nose that she had was her grandpa's nose.
Hmm.
And the person was saying, like, yes, our bodies, the features that we have on our body, is they come from our ancestors. Like, you can
Hmm.
see your ancestors in yourself because we have those features. Like, hello,
Hmm.
that's a whole part of your body being an altar. Like, first,
Yes.
like, the features that you have, the things that the way that you look, how you say how you speak,
Hmm.
the tone of your voice, that is ancestral.
Their blood is running through our veins.
Yes. So I know.
Girl, that's a whole different episode on body modification and self
Mhm.
denial.
Yeah, I know. Thank you guys for listening. This was a good episode. We can go on and on and on. It's a little bit long today, but we want to thank you guys. Thank you to our specific listeners that send in the stories, the messages to us. Thank you. We are gonna be coming up on a year. Next episode is our 1 year anniversary, so we're happy to celebrate that. But come and visit us on our Instagram at Keep Expecting Miracles Pod. Visit our YouTube and share it. Share it. Share the podcast. Share the video with your friends, with your family member, or somebody that you know that you might benefit from listening to these messages. So
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you guys. Bye.